Hello everybody and welcome to another wonderful video. That's right, if you're new here, subscribe to the channel, stay up to date, and I'm Will, and let's just jump right into the news today. First thing we need to talk about is cookies are dying. That's right, those delectable chocolate chip cookies Grandma used to make to follow you around on the website might actually be hitting their expiration date. For those of you who don't know, cookies are used to track your activity on the web. Now, they're sort of like ID cards that keep up with your information as you follow along through websites. Now, with cookies slowly dying off, the thing is, what is going to replace them? And Google has come up with an idea. They've proposed that browsers could use some sort of behavioral profiling that some third-party trackers use today. However, a coalition of independent surveillance advertisers have a different plan in mind. Instead of stuffing more tracking tech into the browser, which they don't control, they'd like to use more stable means in order to track your information, such as email addresses or phone numbers. This is where the Unified Identifier 2.0 comes in, or UID2. This is just one of the many ideas that fits the coalition's plan to replace cookies. Now, it isn't a replacement per se, however, it does retain much of the functionality that cookies still have today. Well, in a nutshell, the UID2 is essentially a series of protocols that collects, processes, and passes along the information of a user. Unlike cookies or Google's proposed idea, the UID2 looks at it in a different way, and instead of focusing on the browser, it focuses on the user's information, that way it can track them through multiple devices. Let's break it down. First off, a publisher, like a website or app, asks the user for their info like an email address or a phone number. Then the publisher shares that information with the UID2 operator. Then the operator hashes the information to generate a unified identifier, or the UID2. A centralized administrator then distributes the encryption keys to the operator, who encrypts the UID2 to generate a token. This operator sends this encrypted token back to the publisher. The publisher shares the token with advisors. Then advisors who receive the token can freely share it throughout the advertising supply chain. Any ad tech firm who is a compliant member of the ecosystem can receive decryption keys from the administrator. This process also removes the need for browsers when it comes to tracking and information of users' data. It relies on users' information in order to track the user across multiple devices and platforms. The browser can't exactly stop a website from asking for users' input. But where does Google come into all this? Google may try to provide several different alternatives instead of the UID2 that may force us into deciding between Google and the coalition's competitor. Now, Google is committed to avoiding third-party identifiers, but with their power in regards to tracking and targeted ads, Google could very well either complement the coalition or force their hand. I'm starting to feel like Google is that one Tinder date that you just swiped right on, and then you went on that one date and now she doesn't leave you alone ever. She even follows you to your house. Anyway, which technology do you guys see coming out of the current climate battle for the cookie replacement? And more importantly, who stole the cookie from the cookie jar? Let us know in the comments section down below your opinions. We definitely love to hear them. And thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to the channel to stay up to date. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video.